us make man in our image, after our likeness, and call their name. Answer.
I chose to fly. 110 stories to my decimation, I chose to fly. Politicians and priests are now crying from war and retribution, and I'm choosing to fly. See, my body and my spirit now start to illuminate as I climb into my descent towards earth. Counting the floors as they pass me, and precocious circles of my life starts to remind me as I chose to fly and not face the flame. 98, 97, 96, 95 times I lied on my taxes. 97, 97, 97, 96, 95 times I cheated on my wife. And my life now starts to go in front of me, and my life now starts to move, and my heart starts to beat. 89, 88, 87, 86 more times, and I keep trying to say to myself, I'll never be able to apologize for the lies and the fornications and the things that I've done, and I don't know what to do. And now my mind starts to get stuck on this 79, 78, 76 more times that I keep falling and try to understand. Inside of my mind I see pain, but the war is being cried, and people are shouting for blood. They're shouting for war and revolution, and in my life it's ending. 67, 66, 65, 64 more times I keep wondering why my mother ever brought me into this lie. In my creation I see myself starting to fly. In my descent I am now starting to die. And there is no priest, there's no Sadducees, there's no imam, and there's no ruler. There's no God, there's no Jah, there's no Allah. There is nothing but me. Flying, falling. In my descent as I see myself counting floor by floor. My life story now sees I'm counting floor by floor. My life starts to cease, and I'm counting it floor by floor. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51 more times that I can't see my daughter grow up. I can't go back to my wife and apologize, and I can't even shine my shoes no more because my heart now starts to skip a beat, and my lungs are filled with air, my nose is starting to expand, and my ears can't hear, my eyes are dry, and I can't cry a tear, and the politicians are crying for blood. 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34 more times I see myself, and I see myself, and I see myself, and I see myself. God didn't want me to die this way. 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 I'm flying and I'm descending into my grave, and it is an abysmal thing that's starting to plague me. And inside of my mind in 2019, 18, 17, 16, as I start to make out the eyes and the lies and the cameras that are focusing on me. But I'm now no longer to pray. I no longer know how to pray. I no longer know how to pray. And God does not exist in desperation. God does not exist in desperation. God does not exist in desperation. As I start to count the floors and I start to count my lives, and I see myself descending into the ground in an abysmal fix. I can't breathe as I start to count 10, 9, 8, and I can't cry anymore, and I can't lie anymore, and my life is now starting to hit me as I get to ground floor. My soul now starts to rise. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? Where am I? Moving out into outer space, I am now above heavenly. Politicians are crying for war and retribution. As towers fall from the sky, as giants fall from the beanstalk, I raise myself. They're crying for blood. I hope mine was the proper sacrifice. I hope mine was the proper sacrifice. Allahu Akbar. Who has possessed these names? Swing low, sweet. I'm hearing a mother's cry. I'm hearing fathers dying, children wondering why. but my spirit feels too free. I think I'm just gonna fly. Earth becomes a dismal, distant remembrance as I surf through outer space, riding on Halley's Comet, singing, yeah! What would Jesus do? I will ask him in 15 seconds. I am on my way to see the center of the universe, impregnating and implantating my medical spear and my pheromones deep inside of black holes that can absorb me and reborn me and contort me. I'm skimming round edge of universe. I'm flying through dark star and moon. I have become son of God, illuminated in my conversation, starting to spin in the middle of nothingness until I create somethingness. I'm free. I'm so free, skin can't bound me. I walk up to the creator of the universe and she whispers to me, I've been waiting for you to leap. I've been waiting for you to walk out on faith. Didn't you know that you were made eternal? Didn't you know your soul was eternally and infinitely made for me? Because I am eternity and it lies internally inside of me infinitely. I am eternity and it lies internally infinitely inside of me. In 7 degrees I rise. I speak to Jesus, I speak to Muhammad, I speak to Consequanta, I speak to Nefertiti, I speak to Pharaoh, I speak to Consequanta, I speak to Gandhi, I speak to Martin Luther King, I speak to the little child who was raped and left for dead, I speak to James Byrd, I speak to the word, I speak it until it becomes supernova and the darkness now becomes illuminated in another universe and now heaven becomes me. Infinitely in decimal degrees inside of me, I am broke down inside of my zoology and my pheromones start to secrete until I create sunlight. My words start to shine bright and my understanding of my misunderstanding and my words trip until I trickle into sunlight until I become cosmic cataclysms. I become the Milky Way and my dark star becomes my mental universe and my black hole becomes my black soul and my black love becomes my black control and my stars shine with 7 layers of understanding until I reach the level of G and now I freeze and I understand me and I am complete inside of my psychology. God said let there be light and so the word came until I shine bright. I'm free. Mother's milk was the closest thing that I had to heavenly understanding. Mother's milk was the closest thing that I had to overstanding. I am precautiously tripping through. I'm precautiously tripping through outer space, outer space, outer space, and death was life. Death was life. The Creator puts me upon her lap, and she comforts me and says, you were always in the fire. I just wanted you to be free. I just wanted you to be free. I just wanted you to be free. Yeah? Y'all like that? All right, that was for New York City.